Good morning, Dorak. Good morning, Asia. We are at the city center of Athens, and from here we are going to start our walking tour. We are at Omonia Square, and from here we will follow the Athena Street in order to see the municipality of Athens. Here is the building of the municipality, and we are already at Kozia Square. In front of us we have Athena's Street, from where we can have a view of the west part of the Acropolis. At the middle of this street we can see also the Athens market, where all the Athenians coming to buy the meat, fish and vegetables. From Kozia Square we are going to follow now Eolu Street in order to come near to the area of Monastiraki and start our walking tour to the Plaka area. We are already in Eolu Street. Here is the building of the National Bank, and from here we'll go south through Eolu in order to get in Plaka area, as I already told you. It's a sunny day in Athens. Eolu is a beautiful pedestrian street. There are plenty of restaurants, cafes, street musicians, which give a beautiful to our city. We continue through Eolu. Here we go. And before we enter Plaka, I would like to show you also the square of Agias Irinis. Beautiful place, full of people, young people, many restaurants, coffees. Here we are, Agias Irinis. Is also the church of Agia Irini, and restaurants around, people taking coffee, taking brunch, lunch, and all places are open until late in the night. From here we are going to have also a view of the Acropolis once again. At the end of Eolu Street we are going to meet Mitropolios Street, and we cross Mitropolios and we are following our way to Plaka. We're in Plaka now. Beautiful place. As you see, there are many tourists going around. And at the end of Pandrossou Street, we are going to meet the Monastiraki Square. Monastiraki Square, where you can see at one of the streets from the square starts also the Athens flea market. Dear Dorak friends, in exclusivity for you and especially from Exclusive Tours, we are reporting from Athens center and the area of Plaka. Plaka is the oldest district in Athens. It's also mentioned as Ghats district, with outstanding scenery. The moment you start walking on its paved narrow lanes, you get the feeling that you travel back in time. Nobody knows where the area took its name from. According to the most prevalent opinion, Plaka took its name from a large stone slab that was found in the area of near Aios Georgios Alexandria Church, next to the Theatre of Dionysos, which is located next to the entrance of the Acropolis. At the end of Pandrossou Street, you will find the Cathedral of Athens of St. Dionysius and the Cathedral Square. Let's continue through Plaka, as we're going to find on the back of the square another famous street of Plaka full of shops. Here we have the oldest house of Athens. We are in Adriano Street. It's the second famous street, as I already told you. Very touristic area. You will be mesmerized by the beauty of the houses with neoclassical colors, the architecture, the well-preserved gardens, the elegance and the atmosphere of the whole area. We are lucky as we find also the happy train that it goes around the city. We continue through Adrianou. Even Placaser is different, softer, clearer and full of scents, like a gift from gods. If you decide to walk around the area, make sure you will have a map, because Placa is like a labyrinth and you will probably get lost in its lanes. On the foot of the Acropolis, you will find the beautiful Anaphiotica. It's an island village. It was constructed in the middle of the 19th century when builders from Anafi, the island, came to Athens. These builders were considered the best in their art and came to Athens to construct the palace of the first king of Greece, Othonius. Knowing that they will have to spend few years away from home and feeling nostalgic, they decided to reconstruct their village on the highest area of Plaka. So they built small white houses with the same architectural style as the ones in their village. So Anafiotika, which means the neighborhood of Anafiotes, people from the island of Anafi, is a unique and beautiful must-see area. We are getting off of Plaka in order to meet another pedestrian street, Dionysiou Areopagitou Street, which is the street that takes you directly to the Acropolis. Here we are in Dionysiou Areopagitou Street. At our left, the new Acropolis Museum. Beautiful museum, one of the best museums of the world. And at our right, the rock of Acropolis. On the top, the famous temple of Parthenon. In front of us, Hadrian's Gate. And behind Hadrian's Gate, the Temple of Zeus. At the end of the street, the yellow building, is the Greek Parliament. And also from here we have a view of the hill of Lycabettus. On the top of the hill there is a church of St. George. A dream come true when the new elected mayor of the city changed a little bit the view of the city as they close some central streets, also the historical center of Athens, and give it to the pedestrians and bicycles. We are approaching the famous Panathinaik Stadium. The Panathinaik Stadium where on 1896 the modern Olympics began. Here is Zapio building, where we have ceremonies and important meetings. The Anglican Church of St. Paul. Here is the entrance of the National Garden. And exactly after the entrance of the National Garden, at the end of the wall, we will find Syntagma Square, Constitution Square. We are in Syntagma. Here is the Greek Parliament, was the old palace, and we have also the presidential guards. You can enjoy the presidential guards change every hour. Syntagma is the political and commercial center of Athens. On the other part of the square, you can see the famous Ermou Street, which is a very commercial street full of shops. Syntagma Square. Here we are in Bucuresti Street, famous street full of jewelry shops. And out at our left, the famous Attica department stores, just in the center of the city. Here is the Catholic Cathedral of St. Dionysius. And from here there is another part of the pedestrian street. We are in Panepistimίου Avenue. And at the end of our tour I would like to show you the trilogy: the academy, the university, and the last building, the library. I'm Constantino from Exclusive Tours. Hope you enjoy Athens and wishing the best to all. Bye Dorak, bye Dorak partners.